What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Texas Honda channel. If you're new here, definitely click that subscribe button. So in the previous video, I got the Max Peeting Rods oil catch can installed and mounted. I did not use any welding, so if you want to see the video on how to install it without welding, definitely check the link in the description. There'll also be a link of me painting the truck green in the description. If you want to go check that out, it's on my other YouTube channel, the More Motorsports YouTube channel. So feel free to go check those out and get caught up as to what's been done. But if you are already caught up, then you would know that I'm still just missing the intake manifold, wiring harness, computer, and I got to redo something with the exhaust. I'm going to explain that real quick before we get into anything else. A lot of people have been kind of confused as to what I'm talking about. I'm going to be putting a turbo log manifold, but running a pipe out of it as if it was NA. Now the reason for this is I want to get this thing running and going and make sure everything's good before throwing the turbo setup on it. So it will be getting turboed, but just not yet. So I'll have the NA setup, but with a turbo manifold. It's not going to be the most efficient setup, but it's not meant to be. It's just to get it going. Just wanted to clarify that real quick. But yeah, I've definitely got a lot of stuff done, and we are getting so close. I still have to make some more mounts, brackets. I got some steel plate now, so I can actually do that. I just ordered them off eBay. Should have done that to begin with, since I couldn't find them anywhere else around here. But yeah, we're getting closer. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I got the shifter set up in here. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you're new here, definitely click that subscribe button. Okay, so check this out. There's the transmission. That piece was unboltable, which is cool. And you can kind of see where the shifter is. So I don't have to cut much off, just a little bit back here. And the shifter will poke up through there. So I'm just going to get the Sawzall out. And I'm just going to cut out a little bit of that. And we'll see if we can get the shifter on. Okay, so using a piece of cardboard, I was able to draw out a template and make this piece right here, which will go over and cover all of that. We can put some gasket maker around the edges here to seal it up so that it's pretty waterproof. And in here, I could probably put a little bit of expanding foam just to make sure that no extra water gets in, because this is kind of a hollow piece here. But I'm just gonna get it all mocked up for now, and we'll see how it fits. But yeah, everything's looking pretty good. I can go ahead and put some gasket maker under there just to kind of seal it up, and then expanding foam in there, which I'll probably do here in just a minute. And then we can get the carpet back in and cut a hole for this. But everything's looking pretty good. Okay, well here it is all sealed up. I went ahead and did a little extra sealing with the metal 3M Scotch tape. This is for like air ducts and stuff. You can get it at Ace Hardware, Home Depot, basically hardware store. But I went ahead and just sealed all around it just to make it extra waterproof, and it looks like it'll work. Everything shifts now, and the shifter will be straightened up just a little bit. That's why I left a little gap for the hole size, so that way whenever I straighten it up it'll have a little movement. But I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the rubberized matting that goes in here, and then we will mark out where I need to cut a hole, get to cutting. Okay, we officially have a shifter in here. Now, right now, I just have an extension on top, just a normal old 3/8 extension, because this is about the height that I'd want it at, and this will be straightened up once I redesign the engine mounts, so that way it's more up and down, less of an angle. And yeah, we don't have to replace the seat, but I probably will end up replacing the seat anyways. But I need to get a pipe about that big and get it welded on there, and that should be good to go. But yeah, definitely have clearance. The seat can still go back further if it needs to be. I usually sit a little closer, but this is like perfect. So one less thing we have to worry about is the shifter. So yeah, definitely making some progress with the truck for sure. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you who've hit the like button, dropped a comment, and shared the videos around. It helps tremendously. The only thing I'm really stuck on now is funds. I'm basically all tapped out. Still gotta get the intake manifold, gotta do the exhaust manifold setup the way I was talking about. That's the cheapest route, by the way. Wiring harness, computer, and drive shaft, and we should be able to fire it up. But we're still a little ways away from all of that stuff, so just keep doing what you guys are doing, sharing the videos around social media, and telling everyone about my crazy setup that I'm doing. Not everybody approves of this, you don't have to, but it is going to be super fun when it is done. I'm definitely going to be doing some burnouts and some rips, and it's going to be a blast. So definitely stay tuned to this channel and my other channel, the More Motorsports channel. For more updates, you can go to instagram.com/Texas Honda channel to get updated over there, because I post frequently over there. So I greatly appreciate you guys checking in, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. But we'll go ahead and get off here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as I like to say, God bless, stay safe, stay awesome.